The world first fell in love with Matthew Lewis as the nerdy but lovable Neville Longbottom across 8 world-conquering Harry Potter movies. But the baby fat has since melted off, and Neville has blossomed in a shocking way. This is what the actor who played Neville Longbottom looks like today. Born in a suburb of North Leeds on June 27, 1989, Matthew David Lewis has more or less been acting his entire life. The very first major role young Lewis nabbed before his big break as Neville, at just 6 years of age, was in British TV movie Some Kind of Life. Written by Kay Mellor, the role was a massive deal. He admitted to The Guardian, however, that he was far too young at the time to appreciate what he now considers an incredible opportunity. Lewis told the Yorkshire Evening Post that it was his agency in Leeds that got him spotted for the job, and what eventually got him noticed for a little film adaptation called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I'll fight you! Neville, I'm really sorry about this. Petrificus totalis.
There's no bigger break than the most successful kids' fantasy series in the world, but as a young child, it can be difficult to wrap your head around that kind of success. As Lewis admitted to The Telegraph, he had no idea how big a deal being part of the Harry Potter films was, even when he attended the first premiere in London's Leicester Square. He confessed, "As far as I was aware, nobody knew who I was, but there were all these people shouting, 'Matthew, Matthew!' I was an 11-year-old kid, and I was thinking, how do they know who I am? It really scared me." The youngster continued attending school in Leeds throughout filming the movies, doing 6 months on set and 6 months in school. Due to the volume of child actors on set, they studied during filming too. As Lewis explained, quote, "They had a whole floor of classrooms. We had to do 3 to 5 hours of lessons every day." In a joint independent interview, Ron Weasley actor Rupert Grint, with whom Lewis boasts a close friendship to this day, shared how proud he was watching his co-star branch out. In particular, he noted how great it was to see Lewis play, quote, "a different role in BBC's 2012 series, The Syndicate. A real thug, hardcore, but he added vulnerability to it and he was very good." The lottery-themed anthology TV series was one of many roles Lewis took post-Potter to ensure he wasn't typecast as Neville. And we'd say it paid off nicely.
You've no idea what they did to me. You've no friggin' idea.
Then we know what you did to Bob.
It's got nothing to do with Bob. You're my brother.
Lewis explained to The Standard, "Having played the same character for 10 years, I jump at every opportunity I have to mix it up." The young actor also admitted that following his Potter tenure as Neville, he decided to try his hand at a stage play to hone his craft, but he wound up having to wait 4 months for a good review. He told The Standard that this experience made him feel, quote, "out of his depth." He soon landed high-profile roles in the varied likes of serial killer drama Ripper Street, cop show Happy Valley, and even the romantic Emilia Clarke-led weepy Me Before You. In May 2018, Lewis married his lady love, a muggle, no less, after the two met at the wizarding world of Harry Potter, Angela Jones, and began dating in July 2016. According to People, the couple got engaged in Paris in November of that same year. Just a few short months later, Lewis took to Twitter to reveal they'd tied the knot, sharing a shot of the happy couple walking down the aisle in their finery in Italy, where the ceremony took place. The HP alum joked about missing his favorite band for the occasion. In a sarcastic tweet, he joked, "Not only did I miss Arctic Monkeys in LA, but they were performing in Italy at the same time we were there, and my wife made me get married instead. Fuming." By the time the final Potter movie was released, it was clear Neville Longbottom wasn't nearly as dorky off-screen as on. After all, by the 3rd film in the series, the crew began taking drastic measures to maintain Neville's geeky persona, so they outfitted Lewis with a fat suit and fake teeth to distract from his growth spurt and increasingly handsome looks. A few years later, while posing for Attitude magazine in just his skivvies, Lewis admitted how it felt to finally be himself at the premiere for Deathly Hallows Part 2. He explained, "I was excited not to have the fat suit under my t-shirt, and then obviously a lot of attention focused on it, which I didn't expect. I've never considered myself to be good-looking at all, just average." The shoot caused quite a frenzy online, inspiring the term longbottoming, which, yes, before you ask, it has its own Urban Dictionary definition. But Lewis isn't ashamed of his association with a term used to refer to an ugly duckling transformation. In fact, he told Hello Giggles, "I never would have thought in my wildest dreams that one day I would have coined a phrase. I'm quite proud. I wish it was for my linguistics rather than my chest. But it's still something to tell the grandkids, I suppose." After breaking the internet with his risque attitude shoot, the new and improved Neville Longbottom once again sent fans' hearts into a tizzy when the trailer for another one of his projects dropped. Girlfriends, which reunited Lewis with writer Kay Mellor of The Syndicate, isn't even really about his character. But that didn't stop female-focused sites like Bustle from going into meltdown over it.
Oh my God. Who is he? Mom?
It's real. Me and Dave are divorced.
However, Lewis was quick to set Entertainment Weekly straight about taking on roles that played off his new heartthrob status. He reasoned, quote, "It certainly is something I think about when I take roles. You don't want to get known for one thing." The actor further elaborated in an interview with Hello Giggles, admitting that Girlfriends contains the second ever instance of him taking off his shirt for an acting gig. But the ever level-headed fellow Lewis went on to explain, "It's not what I set out to achieve with the attitude shoot. It's not what I ever envisioned for myself. It's not what I want to do. It's all about context." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell so you don't miss a single one.